Hi
Hello!
guys!
How are you guys doing?
Happy 2023. We cannot believe we are here. The year is gone, which we're kind of excited about. We're not all about the new year, new me, but a new year still feels right. I don't know if that makes sense.
I agree with that. Like, we haven't subscribed this year to the whole set your New Year's resolutions. This is going to be the newest, most
Epic
improved,
year.
epic year. I think right now we're still in sort of like a building a foundation, getting everything settled and preparing for all the greatness that is to come. So I think we're gonna
Yeah.
ease into it that way.
Before we get into it though, I feel like we need to introduce ourselves.
Oh my gosh.
My name is Casey. I'm 29 years old and this is...
And I'm Maria and I am 32.
We have been together for 13 years and married for like 8 years.
We always
Yes.
have this issue, guys.
We've been
We
married
got
for like
married
8 years.
in 2014.
So do the math. So our goal, one of our biggest goals here on YouTube is to just talk. There's so many topics and so many things that we want to cover, mostly in our experience and our opinion about certain topics. Anything related to relationships, motherhood, and just having donor conceived children. So we're going to try our best to see what works better. Maybe we might do like one question a week and then hit it. Or we might do like 1 week we'll do a sit down like this. And then another week we'll just do kind of like a day in the life vlog kind of feel. Let's see how it flows. We're not going to put anything on stone. We just want to have fun with this and not make it feel like a full job. Just doing something that we love to do, which is just sharing with you guys.
Exactly. So let's get into it. Let's go with our video number 1 of the year.
All right, guys. So on Instagram, we did a little question box, and the question was written in Spanish. I'm going to say it in Spanish, and you can translate. El secreto para ser felices. No, wait, was it that one?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Sorry, guys. El secreto para ser felices y durar tantos años juntas.
So what's the secret to being happy and being in such a long-term relationship?
Yeah.
Right? And it's funny because we just had this conversation with our friend the other day, because she asked a similar question. And I think one of the main things that always comes to mind when we have this conversation about relationships is just like choosing each other no matter what every single day.
Yeah, and I also think that there's no secret to anything. I think it's whatever works for your family. And just having good open communication with each other and kind of your wants and needs. And we've always talked about like re-falling in love with your partner. And I feel like it's a big topic to cover here just because when we first met, I was 16 years old.
And I was 18, about to turn 19. And there's no way that I'm that person that I was at that time. So along the way, I've transitioned. There's been so many versions of Maria that I didn't notice the process that I was going through, but I'm sure Casey did. Yeah. But she made the conscious effort every step of the way to still, to re-fall in love with me.
And that to choose each other as well during all those like times and things that we've gone through. I mean, guys, we lived through a pandemic.
Seriously, we've built businesses.
Yeah.
We dealt with through going to college, dropping out of college, retail jobs, the crazy hours, moving in together for the first time, our own place, and then we moved again and, opened another business, and everything was just like so adult-like, and we were still so young.
Yeah.
And then we quickly moved from, businesses, living together, to having kids.
Yeah.
So I think it was because we had the same mindset, like we had the same sort of goals.
Yeah.
So I think we got on the horse and we just ran with it.
Yeah. And we always have goals as well that we like to like check off, and I feel like anytime we write anything down on paper, we usually achieve that.
That's right.
Which is like really nice that we get to do those kinds of things together. But yeah,
it's not all rainbows and butterflies.
No.
Obviously. And there's things that we work through all the time. And there's, moments where I've had to learn to, cope with certain things, or like learn to apologize, because I have a really hard time with that, or like acknowledging that I did something that, you know, didn't make you happy, or something that made you feel sad, or something that, you know, just caused something.
Yeah.
And I think that it's just been us growing as individuals and as a couple.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more with everything you're saying. I also wanted to add that a lot of times I feel like people see us and they see this like perfect relationship, marriage, and all of this. And I do think that we have an amazing marriage. But we've been through, like, there's been stumbles, like things that has happened along the way. Like, for instance, when we went through our fertility to conceive Hazel, like that took a toll on our relationship.
That was the first time we did couples therapy.
And that's what I was gonna talk about. Like, we went through a little couples therapy for a couple weeks just to sort out our feelings towards infertility and how I felt, like what I was going through specifically, and how Maria can support me and how I can support her, because at the end of the day, she wasn't in my body and I also was not feeling what she was feeling. And so it was really hard to connect in such a hard time and, like, I guess dark moment. Like, it wasn't dark, but like it was
something unexpected for us, and it was something that, you know, you and your body had to go through, and I didn't know how to help her through it.
Yeah.
Like, we were so shocked that we had to even do IVF, I think, from the beginning, that it just didn't, I feel like there was no time to process. And then suddenly we were going through a round of IVF, and then
it just like hit me really hard, and I was like, I need more of your support. Like, it was just a lot. But again, like, we chose to go to therapy. We chose to fix that part of our, you know, of us trying to conceive, and then we work through it, right? But if you just let it go and then you become roommates and you guys are not connecting anymore, and you guys are not speaking about the difficult times that you're experiencing through life, because I feel like through life every year, like, there's new journeys bound to happen. And even reconnecting, having a child, like, we had Gray, we had to reconnect. There was no time for us anymore. It was just our baby, this newborn, this life thing that's depending on us 100% of the time.
Right.
And we were very young when we had Gray as well.
And then we got pregnant again.
And then we have another baby, and like, we have to adjust to now being a family of 4. And it's not just a family of 4. Like, we have to again see when we are gonna connect. When is Maria and Casey time, not just Maria, Casey, and the kids. Because at the end of the day, like, if we're not good, then the family is not good, right? Like, does that make sense?
No, exactly. This is the foundation to our family. We are the foundation to our family.
And if we're not good individually, we're not gonna be good together.
So
I think in a nutshell,
right?
It's not.
Go ahead.
It's not. Yeah, just going back to what you said, it's not rainbows, it's not butterflies. It's not. It's just literally you have to choose your partner every day. Like, you make a choice, you wake up and you make a choice. Like,
it's being aware
of each other.
Yeah, that you're making a choice every single day to choose each other and to work through everything.
Yes.
Yes.
I think that answered the question, right?
I hope that answered the question.
Yeah.
And this was fun.
It was just, yeah.
Right? Like,
and I like this. I told Maria, I was like, we're just gonna have to just talk. Like, this is not a written thing that we have anything written down.
There's no script.
We're just talking as if we're talking to our friends, and just kind of and our experiences with our marriage, our relationship, and everything that it takes to
do life.
Yeah.
I think life in general, there's so many things, especially in the world that we live in today, and social media, and you seeing all of these peoples and all of this perfection and all of this stuff going on. But understand that we're just humans, we're just people. And of course, we're always here if you have any questions, or like if you have any comments, or you want to know about a specific topic, always write to us. And we're always over on Instagram. You can find us there on a regular.
Yeah, that was fun. So what? We'll see you next week, right?
See you next week. Bye.